Real quick, who wins? Konohamaru or Neji?
Which
Come
Neji
on, bro. What are we doing here?
We're talking about grown
Shunin
Shippuden
Neji
Neji.
wins.
Bro, stop
Shunin-
it. What are you doing here?
Whoa, damn. Shunin Neji wins. Stop it.
Bro, you didn't even, wait. You didn't even see Chunin Neji. What are you
16
talking
palms
about, bro?
rotation. Neji beast.
The man was a Genin in part 1, and in part 2 came out a Jonin, bro. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Respectfully, if you tell me right now Chunin exams Neji wins, I wouldn't be surprised. I would not. I'm sorry.
Are you
I
kidding me?
apologize.
Wow.
What the-
Everybody, nah, bro. Everybody keep telling me like, oh, Boruto era characters are naturally stronger, even though they never really explain how or why. They just make the assumption. So now all of a sudden, the Boruto era character is weaker than like Naruto part. The cap, the troll.
Listen,
Dude.
all respects to Konohamaru, but we can't lie to the public right now and not say he didn't, like, what's it called? Konohamaru wasn't putting up Kwame Brown numbers. He was absolutely
Oh, no,
atrocious
you
in multiple
didn't.
series and
Oh,
multiple
no, you
episodes that
didn't.
he was in. I don't want this is a pod about chapter 68. I don't want to make this another rant about Konohamaru's character and how the Boruto writers did and what the Boruto writers did to him. I just want to say respectfully, if Neji from the Chunin exam were to pull up on Konohamaru, I do not know how that fight goes. That's all I'm gonna say. I don't know how that fight goes.
Yo, Born Zero. Shout out to Born Zero. He said Neji beat the brakes off his female cousin.
Yeah.
That's about his speed. That's about Neji's speed. Yeah, that's true, actually. Jesus
Yo,
Christ.
wow. Yo, we got a super chat, bro. Y'all crazy. From Chrome. He actually sent this 27 minutes ago. My bad, Chrome. I'm just seeing the super chat. Thank you for the $5 donation. He said one of the biggest things Boruto can use against Ada is that she can't see when he and Momoshiki can talk, and he can use the plan against her. Use that to plan against her. My bad. I think you guys was talking about this before, though, right? Didn't y'all bring that up?
Read that again real quick. Sorry.
One of the biggest things Boruto can use against Ada is that she can't see when he and Momoshiki can talk, and can use that to plan against her.
Oh yeah, we were actually
that
talking about that earlier.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were talking about this 27 minutes ago, probably when it was sent. So
Hey,
yeah,
I didn't shout out Chrome, bro. I just seen it right now. My bad, Big Chrome. They was just talking about this, but thank you for the $5 donation. though. We still appreciate it.
Thank you so much, Chrome. We appreciate it. I'll reiterate just for Chrome though. Yeah, I do think based off this chapter, it did kind of give us some weaknesses through the dialogue, which adds to my 9 out of 10 rating as it pertains to her Shinrigan. So yeah, absolutely. She can't really see what happened in the mind space, that little dimension that Boruto and Kawaki go to, which kind of tells you something, right? Like Boruto and Momoshiki rather. People were just saying he stopped time, and they were having a conversation. Clearly that's not the case.
Yeah, no.
So yeah, they actually have a conversation within their mind space. That's confirmed now. If anyone had any reservations on that, and Ada cannot see that. So yeah, things like Ino's ability, which I would contribute something akin to that. Even when like normal
maybe that's
characters
why
can
he
do
couldn't.
stuff
Maybe
like
that's why
this.
she couldn't see him though. Maybe it's because Momoshiki stopped the flow of time, and that's something that's a limitation to her Shinrigan though. It's possible. Because she can only look. She can only see in what's going on at that moment in time, and she can see into the past. She can't see into the future. So she already has limitations on what she can see. So him stopping time, her biggest thing is time with her eye ability. Like she can't see nothing that happened before she lived, anything that happens after she, well, obviously after she dies, or see into the future. So her Shinrigan has a time limit. So anything that has to do with time, it seems like that's what limits her Shinrigan. So since Momoshiki stopped time, there was really nothing for her to look at because they were all frozen at that time. That's just my my big brain theory.
Well, I don't think it's as simple as just stopping time. I think Momoshiki has a separate ability that we just don't fully know of yet. I mean, let's keep it 1,000. When Ishiki Yotsuki gave Kawaki the Karma Seal, he like bear hugged them. Momoshiki gave Boruto his Karma Seal in like a separate plane. Like Momoshiki physically didn't even give Boruto a Karma Seal. It was like through that actual plane. So I think it's a lot more than just stopping time. And that version of Momoshiki wasn't even a Momoshiki that was actually alive. So I'm not completely sure what it is specifically, but yeah, 1,000%. Ida cannot see there. Now, I definitely did want to ask Meek because Meek wasn't necessarily on a pod when we were discussing Ida. But
True.
as far as Ida's weaknesses and specifically if she can actually fight, what do you think about Ida's character now? Because in this chapter, she had Code again shaking like Shaq at the free throw, or what I say, panicking like Perk at the free throw line. What do you think about
Perk
that?
at the free throw line.
Yeah.
At least in terms of Ida right now, at least what we're gonna see next chapter, I'm hoping we get to see like what Ida can actually do in terms of combat prowess. At least with Amato, at least with Ida confronting Amato, there may not be much fighting, but I want to see what Ida can actually do in terms of what powers she actually has. It does seem like she's hiding her abilities from the likes of Code. When Damon was about to spill the beans, she kind of covered it up. So right after that, I do expect Ida to use at least some of her powers. Now we do know that she stated it herself that she has basic taijutsu. She doesn't like seeing blood. She doesn't even like to fight. So maybe she has abilities that, just like her Senringan, give her hacks abilities to maybe reveal more information that she may not know of, or in terms of combat ability, it's more of on the hack space instead of just taijutsu. Maybe that's the reason why she's above the likes of Jigen. Because if you look at Ida right now, if you're gonna put her up against the likes of Jigen, who she stated to be above, there's not really anything you can argue for her case. So there's probably an ability where, at least in terms of hacks wise, that can hurt or possibly kill a character up to that level. So at least what I'm expecting. I'm hoping we get to see Ida's abilities more because she's been hiding it a lot. So yeah.
No, absolutely. I mean, I was bringing up earlier in the pod. I was thinking, because remember, Jigen essentially, well, I forgot who said it, but they essentially said that Jigen had these cyborgs killed because he was essentially like a little bit scared of them. He understood that they were a little bit more powerful. Specifically with Ida, though, I think that Ida would have just like uncovered a lot of things that Jigen was trying to be sneaky about. And I brought up the example of when Jigen essentially sent everybody on a treasure hunt, essentially trying to find where Kawaki was, the quote unquote precious vessel. When, let's be honest, Jigen could have just teleported directly to Kawaki and found him that way, but he wanted to find out specifically who was conspiring against him, specifically Kawaki and Amato, not Kawaki, Amato and Kashin Koji. Hypothetically, if Ida was alive, Ida could have possibly told Amato and Kashin Koji what Jigen's plans were, and that would have completely messed him up. So I think that would have been a possible reason to actually kill Ida. But specifically battle-wise, I think you're absolutely correct. There might be hidden abilities that Ida has that we just don't completely know about as of yet, and especially when it comes to her abilities. Like, let's be honest. Imagine if there's an ability where Ida has, like, she just knows the automatic weakness of all of her opponents whenever she looks at them. Like, that'd be absolutely insane, even if she can't physically do it. Because I talked about this earlier, a lot of times when she spoke about her actually physically doing something to someone, she always spoke about her alongside Damon.
Right.
And Damon might be the person to actually do the hard work, the actual physical stuff, but Ida could possibly dissect the character easily. I think that would definitely be a good ability.